Welcome back to Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Orioles get ready for Game 2 of the series. As the Red Sox have John Lester on the mound tonight. Let's check on the visiting Baltimore Orioles starting 9. Leading it off for Baltimore, Brian Roberts at second base, Adam Jones in center field, Nick Markakis in right, Aubrey Huff is the DH, Ramon Hernandez does the catching, Kevin Millar at first base, Oscar Salazar third base bats seventh, Luis Montañez in left field bats eighth, and Juan Castro shortstop bats ninth. The left-hander on the mound for Boston tonight is John Lester.
John Lester, 12-5 on the season. The 3.41 ERA, has never lost to the Baltimore Orioles. 5-0 in his career, and in 4 starts this season, a record of 2-0 with a 2.88 ERA. Of course, the losses the last 2 times up, a bounce back very nice against the Yankees, going 6 2/3, only giving up 1 earned run.
And Brian Roberts leading it off for the Orioles here in the first inning. At .297, 9 homers, 52 runs batted in. Evens it counted 1-1. Well, the Orioles are 63-74, 22 games back of the Rays. They've lost 4 games in a row, and their pitching has been a problem lately. A lot of walks given up by the starting staff. And a total of 10 walks given up last night by Orioles pitching. 1-1 fouled off, 1-2.
Don, we mentioned John Lester bouncing back. Remember, he had that 2 1/3 innings outing against Toronto, and people saying, well, maybe he's hit the wall, maybe he's getting tired. But he certainly answered that last time against the Yankees. He left that game with a 2-0 lead. But, of course, Giambi homered off Okajima. And the Yankees won it 3-2.
1-2 to Roberts. A swing and a foul tip, stays alive. There are the numbers from that last outing against the Yankees, and no decision, 6 2/3. Struck out 8, did not walk anybody. And off the top in our leading off segment, brought to you by Firestone, we checked out some of those numbers recently, and a lot less walks than he had in the first 14 starts of the year. Only 17 walks in the last 14 starts. Roberts fouls it off to the right. Do it again with a count of 1-2. 96 that time on the fastball from Lester. Outfield set up with Crisp a step or 2 towards right center. Somewhat of a gap out there in left center. Grounded foul. A late change to the Red Sox lineup tonight. Kevin Youkilis not in the starting lineup. He was supposed to play tonight at first base, but it is Jeff Bailey who is in the lineup.
The Red Sox defense will have Jed Lowry at third base, Alex Cora the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Jeff Bailey at first. Left to right, Jacoby Ellsbury, Coco Crisp, and Mark Kotze. And Jason Varitek doing the catching for Lester. Red Sox 4th in the league in defense.
So Kevin Youkilis out of the lineup tonight with lower back spasms. And Bailey in there tonight for the Red Sox. That'll reshuffle the order, done late today, just before the ball game. 2-2 to Roberts, having to work hard, but Lester finally strikes him out. An 8-pitch at bat, but Lester gets Roberts in the end.
According to the radar gun, 97 with that fastball from John Lester. Lester had 8 strikeouts in his last outing against the Yankees. 9 is his season high, and just blew that fastball by Brian Roberts.
One down for Adam Jones, the center fielder. 279, 8 homers, 51 runs batted in. Popped up foul, backing out of play. Nice.
2 hands with no glove.
Framed by Varitek, but called the ball 1-1. Well, Jones with a solo home run in the ball game last night, just after he had been activated from the disabled list the day before. Picked up his 8th home run of the year here last night. One of the home runs off Paul Byrne. Into shallow center. Pedroia's out. And there's 2 down in the first. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, very comfortable conditions tonight at Fenway Park for this second game of the series. 67 degrees. And from center field at just 7 miles per hour and partly cloudy as we start the game tonight. Two outs, bases empty for Nick Markakis with a swing and a miss. He was 1 for 4 in the game last night with an RBI. It's a very good season. .308 average, 18 homers, 80 runs batted in for Markakis. Leads the major leagues with 15 outfield assists. He's also got the best road average, hitting at .343 away from Camden Yards. Happy birthday. Also want to send along happy birthday wishes to Mabel Doyle. Enjoying her 100th birthday tonight. Great Red Sox fans. She's from Dorchester. Happy birthday, Mabel Doyle. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
So far this season, lefties against John Lester, a .220 batting average. Right-handers a .281.
Swing and a miss. Markakis strikes out 2 Ks in the inning for Lester. Red Sox coming up.
Well, still scoreless. Let's take a look at the throw from Jacoby Ellsbury in the block of the plate by Jason Varitek. The throw's going to actually roll a lot of the way to the infield. But let's see if Varitek completely blocks that plate. He's out in front.
Ooh.
Well, the only thing he could have possibly did is reach across with his hand to touch home plate. But did that come before the tag? There's the block.
Yep.
There's the hand, and I think he is safe.
Wow. Hand is in there.
Yep.
Wow.
No question about it. He did touch with that hand. Let's see where the umpire is. Can he see that hand come around? He's almost blocked by Jason Varitek. You see the umpire's location. He does not. He's got Varitek's leg in front of him. He can't see the hand touch home plate. Actually became a heck of a slide by Hernandez. So the Red Sox do catch a break there.
Jim Joyce, home plate umpire tonight. Mark Kotze leading it off. And on one hop to Millar. He'll take it to first base for the first out of the second inning.
I think when you look at this play and you look where home plate umpire Jim Joyce is, I think it was virtually impossible for him to see the hand because he's got Varitek's leg blocking. Now there's the hand. He can't see it touch home plate. And then up comes the sweet tag of Varitek. All he saw was the block of home plate. So Ramon Hernandez, who made a fabulous play right there, did not get credit for it.
Varitek, you highlighted in the open tonight, has been hitting better lately. Home run here last night down the left field line. Now 12 home runs on the year. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Varitek. Player Profiles brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. Won the count to Varitek. Varitek now, Bailey on deck. Red Sox batting here in the bottom of the second inning. Line And into right field, a base hit for Varitek. The hits continue.
That's 11 of 13 games now for Jason Varitek. He gets on top of a high fastball from Lease. Hooks it, puts it on the line for the base hit to right field. I'll tell you, Don, he went through a stretch this year. It was about a month where he looked just totally lost at home plate. He was swinging late on breaking balls, just looked totally confused, almost like he was guessing the wrong way. And I tell you, that starts to build as a hitter. You get so confused. And all of a sudden, something clicks in. You don't know what it is. You continue to work hard in cages and batting practice. All of a sudden, something clicks in and you start having better swings. And he's had better swings over the last 3 weeks.
Bailey, after the 1-0, fouls it off to the right, and the count 1-1. Bailey started the night at 286, 2 homers, and 5 runs batted in. On the ground to third base, Salazar will try to start it. The second for 1, on to first. They turn it and end. The second inning, we've played 2. No score from Fenway. Alex Cora takes strike 1 from Radimus Lease. We're at 276, no homers, 8 runs batted in. Time call. Cora gets it from home plate umpire Jim Joyce. Lease has given up a hit in each of the first 2 innings, but a double play last inning, ended the inning for the Red Sox. And through the first 2 innings on 18 pitches. And the left field line foul.
John Lester unhappy after last inning after the back-to-back walks, but he did get out of it.
Ended up having to throw a lot of pitches, as he's at 54 pitches through the first 3 innings. But that's one thing he's not done much of lately. That's walk people. And back-to-back walks, Roberts and Jones in the inning. Full count to Cora. Coco Crisp on deck. To center field, Adam Jones coming in, makes the running catch. Almost got away from him as Cora is out number 1 here in the 3rd inning. So 1 down for Coco Crisp. 262, 7 homers, and 34 runs batted in for Coco. Over the last 10 games, Crisp is hitting at .394. As a result, seeing that batting average move up from .246 to .262. Trying the bunt bid with Salazar at third, bare hands, and cannot get a throw off. Realized he had no chance as he picks it up. The bunt single for Coco Crisp.
Coco Crisp excellent at bunting down that third base line. He's very patient, and you have to be patient when you're bunting down to third base. You know, when you're driving the ball to the right side, you're a little bit more aggressive, but you've got to be able to stay back and deaden the ball. He did that beautifully, and no chance for Oscar Salazar.
So 1 out, Crisp at first, and Jacoby Ellsbury bats. Popped out to second base, first time up. Ellsbury takes ball 1. Last 6 games, he's hit at .333. check, and Chris back to the bag at first. Again, and Chris back to the bag. Aramis Lease getting the start tonight for the Orioles, coming in at 5-3, 6.95 earned run average. Ellsbury showing bunt, pulls back on a pitch up, 2-0. Lease was 3-7 with a 3.62 ERA and 15 starts at AAA Norfolk before being called back up again.
That bunt base hit by Coco Crisp. That was his 9th on the season. That ties him for Jacoby Ellsbury for the most on the team. Julio Lugo hasn't played forever, has 7.
Wow. There goes Crisp. He started, stopped, and then started again and still steals it. Throw goes into center field anyway. A little bit of a hiccup over there at first where he started, stopped, and kept going.
That's almost like he had too good a jump. He stopped and then had to go again. Seen this a couple of times where Hernandez has had to rush the throw, and the throw has been way off target. So Chris picks up his 18th steal of the season.
First time Red Sox have had a base runner at second base. Crisp is there with one down. 3-0 pitch to Ellsbury. Take it all the way and takes ball 4 and head down to first. First walk given up by Aramis Lease.
With the lottery's limited edition World Series Red Sox ticket, you can win up to $1 million instantly, along with great Red Sox World Series memorabilia. Get yours today at Fenway Park, your local lottery agent, or check out masslottery.com.
Two on, one away, and the batter is Jed Lowry. Fly to right, first time up, as Lowry takes strike 1 over the inside corner. And Hernandez headed out.
Now, last time Aramis Lease faced the Red Sox, as I mentioned, only 2 1/3 innings in that ball game. A game the Red Sox won 12-1. So things have been better for him so far in this game, but a couple of base runners here in the third.
The Core to fly out. Crisp on the bunt single, then stole second. Now he walks Ellsbury. So 1 out, 2 on. And Jed Lowry down to the count 0-1. As Lease backs off, looks the runner back.
Yeah, just making sure some of that conversation. You got to give a couple of different looks to Crisp at second base. If you're just going to give him one look, he's going to read that and take off and go. Pitchers have to mix it up, look back a couple of times. Sometimes don't look back, but if you get in a trap and fall in a habit of just looking once, it's easy for base runners to pick up.
Ball 2, 2-1 to Lowry. You mentioned 8 earned runs and 2 1/3 against the Red Sox. Give up back-to-back home runs to J.D. Drew and Manny Ramirez in that game. Neither, of course, here with Boston tonight. J.D. is, but on the DL. He gave up a grand slam in that outing to Kevin Youkilis, also now not in the starting lineup tonight. But they were the guys that knocked him out after 2 1/3. Lowry takes ball 3, full count.
Jed Lowry trying to change a trend. He's only 1 for his last 13 with men in scoring position. has run the count now to 3-2.
Ortiz on deck. Lowry will walk. And down to first base. Back-to-back walks given up by Radimus Lease.
Walks have been a major problem for this pitching staff of the Baltimore Orioles. We mentioned last night they've walked more batters than anybody in the American League. The high for Lease on the season is 5.
Kranitz, the pitching coach, out to talk to Lease as the Red Sox have him loaded, 1 out here in the 3rd inning. And David Ortiz coming up next. David with a single to right field, his first time up, 1 of 3 hits on by Lease. Crisp at 3rd, Ellsbury at 2nd, Lowry at 1st, 1 out. Inside, ball 1. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. And Jerry talking about the Baltimore staff and walks, 584. Rangers 2nd. It is only the Rangers pitching staff that has a higher earned run average than the Orioles.
And what all those teams have in common, none of them are in a pennant race.
Well, the amazing thing is, though, the team that leads, the Toronto Blue Jays, have the best earned run average in the American League at 3.60.
Yep.
But they are 14.5 games back of the Rays to start the night. Ball 3, 3-0.
Well, do you give Big Papi the green light, 3-0?
Sure do.
Why not? Look for something middle and he can drive.
We got a single on a 3-0 pitch in the first. Swings. Big swing, but foul tips it. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he had the green light, and he took a 3-0 swing. He's looking to put 4 quick ones on the board with that swing. "23 times he's had the 3-0 count. 5 times he swung at it.
Ortiz towards deep left field. Back goes Montañez, and it's off the wall. From 3rd comes Crisp. Ellsbury will score. Having to stop at 3rd base is Lowry. 2 runs in for the Red Sox, who lead it 2-0. All the runners got kind of bunched up around the bag at 3rd base. And stopping late was Lowry, but Big Papi drives in a pair.
Yeah, Jed Lowry was right behind the runner in front of him, and good coaching here by DeMarlo Hale as he's waving guys around. He waves the first 2 guys home, then decides he has to put on the brakes. Look how close Lowry is to that and runner in front of him, Ellsbury. Heads up coaching there by DeMarlo Hale, and a good read by Lowry, knowing the ball was going to be off the wall.
Now Pedroia takes one in tight, ball 1. Well, the bunt single gets it started for the Red Sox by Coco Crisp. A couple of walks, and now a double by David Ortiz. 2 runs in. Still 1 out of the inning as Pedroia takes ball 2.
Well, you're seeing a lot more of a one-dimensional offense for the Red Sox. A bunt base hit, a stolen base, a couple of walks, then the bomb by Ortiz to get home a couple of runs. So a little bit of everything.
Now Pedroia to left. Montañez at the wall, leaps and makes the catch in front of the scoreboard. Tagging and scoring from third is Lowry. 3-0 Boston.
It actually ends up being a pretty nice play out there by Montañez. Not really familiar with left field. The Fenway gets back to the warning track, leaps, makes the catch, but the Red Sox do get the run on the sacrifice line drive by Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia picking up his 71st RBI of the season.
Now Mark Kotze grounded out to first base, first time up. Hernandez to the backhand to secure that. And there's a strike. 1-1 to Kotze. Kotze hitting a double in 3 of the first 4 games he played in a Red Sox uniform. Ball 2, 2-1. Career Major League average of 282. Total of 109 home runs in the majors. The Marlins, Padres, A's, and this year with the Braves prior to coming to the Red Sox. Lifts it foul, evens the count at 2-2. On the ground down the first baseline, it's a fair ball. Around from second base comes Ortiz. The throw to second base, and Kotze is safe. Red Sox lead it 4-0.
Kotze picks up his 5th RBI in a Red Sox uniform. That's a changeup. He was out in front, but he was able to keep his hands back and hook it right down the line, right over the bag. Marquez makes it close at second base. But Kotze picks up the double, his 22nd of the season.
Well, what a difficult outing this has become now for Radimus Lease. He walks 2, and those 2 walks turn into runs pretty quickly. Red Sox have scored 4 times here in the 3rd inning. They're on the phone to the bullpen. Fernando Cabrera starting to warm in the pen for the Orioles. And he just did start. Veritek single to right, first time up as he takes strike 1. He's now hit safely in 11 of the last 13 games with a base hit back in the 2nd inning. That's with Kotze at second base, 2 down. Fouled off to the left, and it's 0-2. Inside 1-2 to Veritek. The Red Sox leading the majors with their .282 batting average as a team. Top team in the National League right now. The Cardinals at .281 as a club, but Red Sox start the night at .282. Popped up foul, backing out of play. John Lester with a lengthy wait, but the Red Sox have scored 4 times for him. Had a much different fate than Lease has had. Lester walked 2, but neither was costly as he got Marquez to ground out to end the inning. Lease walks 2, and they turn into runs. 20-minute wait right now for John Lester. Varitek chops it softly foul. He's up to 55 pitches as he works here with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Eighth man at bat here in the 3rd inning is Varitek. Swing and a miss. Varitek strikes out to end the inning. Red Sox score 4 times. Take a 4-0 lead after the Red Sox scoring 4 times in the last half of the 3rd inning. It's on to the 4th. And John Lester back on the hill. 54 pitches through the first 3 innings tonight. Aubrey Huff leads it off for the Orioles and takes strike 1. Huff grounded out to first base in the 2nd inning. Foul tipped, and it's 0-2. Aubrey Huff named the American League Player of the Week for the last week of August. Second time this week he's been named the Player of the Week in the American League. Tapped up over the mound. Cora and Pedroia. It's Pedroia on the run and not in time. Huff with a leadoff single to begin the inning. Let's check in with Heidi Watney. Heidi?
Well, Don, Josh Beckett threw 57 pitches in a side session today. He told me he felt great. He's looking forward to taking the mound on Friday. But Terry Francona said he's going to be kept on a pretty short leash.
Through all his pitches, good intensity. Everything was fine. You know, the one thing we'll do is we'll cut him short on Friday, which makes it harder to win the game. But it's the best way to. After not starting a game, there's no good way to let a guy go out and throw a bunch of pitches. So we'll steadily get him back to where, the game determines when you take a guy out. But everything was real good health-wise. I think everybody was pleased with it.
Well, certainly good news today. A total of 58 pitches thrown today by Beckett. And an important day today, really, for the Red Sox. And everything appeared to go very well, as Terry Francona said. And also, Terry was kind of pressed as to how many pitches we may see. Somewhere under 70, Terry thought. And this one is down the right field line, jumps into the seats. A ground rule double for Ramon Hernandez. They'll stop Huff at third base, so it'll be second and third and nobody out.
Now Ramon Hernandez continues to swing the bat well against John Lester, going to the opposite field a couple of times tonight with that inside-out swing. Slicing the ball this time down the line and bouncing up in the stands for the double.
So second and third, nobody out. And Kevin Millar single to left field, first time up. Swing and a miss. Red Sox 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. The Orioles no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Back-to-back hits here to begin things in the 4th inning. And the 1-2-3 inning of the night for Lester came in the first. Rays at home tonight hosting the New York Yankees. They played 3, no score from Tampa Bay so far tonight. Mike Mussina matched up against Matt Garza, the scheduled pitchers in that game tonight. Two and one, the count to Kevin Millar. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Millar with Huff at third, Hernandez at second, nobody out. Millar hits a fly ball to left field. Ellsbury towards the corner, headed towards the stands. He leaps and makes the catch in left field. Tagging and scoring is Huff. Tagging and moving to third is Hernandez. But Ellsbury makes the grab right up against that wall and in foul ground. They may want to appeal this at third base, see if he left early. I think that's what Terry's trying to get their attention. See if he left early or not from third base, Aubrey Huff. Millsy running down the steps. They're saying second base is where they felt he left early, and Ramon Hernandez. And the appeal.
Safe call made by the first base umpire, Nelson.
So the run scored by Huff. Hernandez ends up at third base. Millar picks up his 71st RBI of the year. Salazar takes ball 1 down and in. Salazar flying out.
One more look at the catch by Jacoby Ellsbury as he goes into the corner, leaps. The fan had reached over the fence, but Ellsbury still able to make the catch. No chance, obviously, of throwing the runner out of home plate. It's a nominee for this week's Din Trophy Award-winning Player of the Week.
So 1 out, a run in. Ramon Hernandez at third base. We counted 2-0 to Oscar Salazar.
That would have been an interesting call, Don, had that fan interfered with that baseball, because it's in the umpire's judgment. You know, they would have called probably the batter out. Would they have allowed the run to score, the run to score from that position? Always a tough call for the umpire to make.
Ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk for Oscar Salazar. Third walk given up by John Lester. It's time for a game break. And Tom Caron, TC.
Oh, thank you, Don. The Twins and White Sox came in time for second in the wild card race behind the Red Sox. Here the Twins have opened up a 3-1 lead. Delvin Young with an RBI single there. And Cleveland has become one of the hottest teams in baseball. Too little, too late. Victor Martinez is back. His first homer since last September. And a 4-0 lead over the White Sox. Don?
Thanks, Tom. Back here at Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 4-1. The Orioles have scored here in the top half of the 4th inning. Lester's had to work pretty hard in the 3rd and 4th innings in this one, and is up to 68 pitches. We're still just 1 out here in the 4th inning. He's walked his 3rd batter, and Luis Montañez comes to bat, single to right in his first time up. Takes ball 1 from Lester. He started very well tonight, retiring the side in order in the first, striking out 2 batters and throwing very hard. 96, 97. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Hernandez at third base. Salazar at first base with 1 out. Ball 2, 2-1. Lester, last time he walked 3 in a game was at Chicago. Loss against the White Sox, a 7-inning effort. So fouled off to the right, 2-2. Most walks that he's had in any game this year was 5. He did that at Cleveland earlier this year, back in April. The walks have not been an issue lately, but walking 3 tonight, back-to-back in the third and 1 here in the fourth. 2-2 to Montañez. Ball 3, full count.
Number of times John having a tough time following through on his fastball, leaving him up and away. Those right-handed hitters set with himself over that last pitch.
Swing and a miss. Battles back. Strikeout Montañez. Third strikeout for Lester, his first case since the first inning.
And a big strikeout with that man at third base after going up and away with a cross-seam fastball back to the cutter, down and in to pick up the strikeout.
So 2 outs, first and third, and Juan Castro the batter. Lined into a double play in the third inning. Down the right field line, headed towards the seats and foul ground. And a foul ball for Juan Castro. Red Sox scored 4 times in the bottom of the third inning. The Orioles have come back with a run here so far in the fourth. Castro down 0-2. Castro hitting a home run here last night, just his second home run in an Orioles uniform. Joined Adam Jones and Kevin Millar, who all had home runs. Part of the 7-4 loss for the Orioles last night. 0-2. Strike 3 call. Lester gives up a run in the fourth. We played 3.5, 4-1 Boston.
Don't miss the laughs on Friday's all-new episode of Neston's Comedy All-Stars presented by Ace Tickets. Jimmy Dunn, J.L. Corbin, and Frank Santarelli will join host Gary Gulman and special guest Frank Caliendo. Tune in Friday night at 10:30 for Neston's Comedy All-Stars, where sports and comedy collide.
Jeff Bailey leads it off here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 4-1. The Red Sox on top. Radimus Lease back out on the mound, having given up 4 runs in the third inning. Bailey with a swing and a miss. Talking with Jeff Bailey before the ball game yesterday, he was talking about Dave Magadan and what a big impact he's had in the brief time that he's worked with him here. As Bailey with a base hit into left field. Leadoff single for Bailey to begin things in the bottom of the fourth.
That's a 5-game hitting streak now for Jeff Bailey as his hitting coach and mentor looks on. So Liz was in trouble, at least I should say was in trouble in the third inning, giving up 4 runs. The leadoff base hit by Bailey here in the fourth.
You had Cabrera up last inning. So far nobody up for the Orioles in their pen. Leadoff single for Bailey. Here's Cora. Flied out to center field, first time up. In there for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Alex. Red Sox now 28-26 against the American League East. They're 16-8 here at Fenway Park against the AL East foes. And of course, the Red Sox will spend really the remainder of the season here in this American League East. A lot of games left to play with the Toronto Blue Jays. The only series outside of the East. Texas series coming up this weekend, and then Cleveland here at Fenway Park.
Has Cleveland been to Fenway this year? Or
no, we've been there.
That'll be their first visit.
We have been there. We were only there for 2 games. April 14th and 15th, a 2-game series. That's it.
And they come here for 4?
Correct. Monday, September 22nd through the 25th. Swing and a miss. Cora strikes out. Second K for Lease, and there's 1 away.
Change up from Lease to pick up the strikeout. Both strikeouts tonight for Lease coming on off-speed pitches. A curveball to Veritek. And now the changeup to Cora.
1 out, 1 on for Coco Crisp. A strike over the outside corner to Crisp, who had a bunt single and came around to score the Red Sox first run as part of the 4-run 3rd inning. Inside 1-1. No, Red Sox made 1 addition today after making none yesterday. It was September the 1st. They added Chris Smith once again. Red Sox 26 active players. And he has been back up and down a few times now. To left center field and in for a hit. Coco Crisp is 2 for 2. Up to second base goes Jeff Bailey.
Now the bunt base hit back in the 3rd inning to get things going for the Red Sox, eventually scoring 4 runs. Now he gets the changeup. That changeup's actually a better pitch than the one he struck Cora on out, but this time Crisp lines it into center field for the base hit.
He's getting warmed up. 2 on, 1 away, and Jacoby Ellsbury takes ball 1. Popped out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd. Up the middle into center field, a base hit. Bailey being waved around. Adam Jones no throw, and the Red Sox lead it 5-1.
Now demoralizing for the opposition. You know, you come back, you get a run, it makes it a 4-1 ball game, but that quickly you give it right back. Jacoby Ellsbury right back through the middle. Actually lifted the leg, did he? And the ball gets by him into center field. 41st RBI of the season for Ellsbury. 2nd time he's been on base tonight. And might be trying to pick up his 44th steal.
Ted Lowry, the batter. There he goes, and the pitch inside, throw down, not going to be in time, not close. On to the 3rd base side, and Ellsbury with a stolen base.
Now got a 4-steal lead over B.J. Upton and Ichiro to lead the American League. Every throw from Hernandez has been the same thing. It's been bouncing to that shortstop side at second base. I understand he's had the rush. Red Sox base runners getting excellent jumps.
So 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Infield in, and Lowry takes ball 2. Fly to right in the 1st inning, walked and scored in the 3rd inning. 3, 3-0. Fernando Cabrera was up last inning, back up again. Least trying to get through the 4th inning. He has been touched for 5 runs. Ball 4 and Lowry down to first base. 3rd walk given up by Lease. 2nd time Lowry has walked tonight.
Tonight, after our Red Sox coverage, stay with Nesson for Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bath Centers, a trusted part of your home remodeling team. You'll be introduced to the newly acquired Patriots cornerback, Deltha O'Neal, plus a discussion on who the Red Sox MVP is this season. All this and more coming up after our Red Sox coverage, only on Nesson.
2nd time tonight, David Ortiz has come to the plate with the bases loaded. He knocked in 2 the first time with a double. Did he go? No, says Tim Sheet, 3rd base umpire. Crisp at 3rd, Ellsbury at 2nd base, Lowry at 1st base with 1 out. Ortiz down the right field line. Markakis towards the corner. Won't make the catch, and a 1-hop into the seats. 2 runs will score on the ground rule double for Ortiz. His 2nd double with the bases loaded tonight. The Red Sox take a 7-1 lead.
Big night for David Ortiz. His 3rd hit, 4 runs batted in. 1 bounce into the stands for the ground rule double. So with the 4 runs batted in tonight, that's 70 total now on the season for Ortiz. And that'll be the night for Lease.
7-1 Red Sox on top. Cabrera beyond when we come back. Thanks, Tom. Back here at Fenway Park, 7-1. The Red Sox on top. That's the night for Radimus Lease. 3 in the 3rd inning. So far charged with 7 runs on 9 hits. Still responsible for the 2 men on. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. The new pitcher is Fernando Cabrera.
He started the season on the DL, recovering from off-season elbow surgery, making his 22nd appearance of the year. Rough outing down in Tampa for him. He allowed a grand slam home run to Ben Zobrist and a solo shot to Gabe Gross in 2 innings last Friday in Tampa Bay.
Well, he faces Dustin Pedroia with runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 out. Red Sox scoring 4 times in the 3rd, 3 times so far in this inning. As Pedroia takes strike 1. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st and a sacrifice fly in the 3rd inning. And for his 71st RBI of the season. Pedroia coming in with a 6-game hitting streak, 15 for his last 25. And a lot of votes will be heading his way. Fly ball to deep left field for Pedroia. Montañez looks up, and Pedroia's got a 3-run shot. Home run number 16 of the year. The Red Sox lead it 10-1.
Well, you put him in a cleanup spot, he hits like a cleanup hitter. Cabrera has been giving up some home runs recently, and the most recent to Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia with 4 runs batted in the night. So between Ortiz and Pedroia, 8 RBI.
Now Marcotte takes strike 1. Dustin Pedroia has opened this up. It is 10-1 Red Sox. Kotsay down 0-2. So 5 of the runs scored this inning. 5 of the 6 runs are charged to Radimus Lease. 3 1/3, 9 runs on 9 hits. Walked 3, struck out 2 on the hook as Kotsay strikes out for the second out of the inning. So 2 down, 9th man to bat in the inning is Jason Varitek. Varitek with a single to right in the second inning, struck out swinging in the third inning. Ball 1. Left field, Luis Montañez started back, now comes in and makes the catch. It ends things in the 4th, but for the Red Sox, a 6-run 4th. 10-1, the Red Sox on top of the Orioles. John Lester getting through the first 5 innings tonight. Red Sox have action in the pen. 99 pitches for Lester through the first 5 innings as Manny Del Carmen starting to warm it up. Red Sox coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jeff Bailey takes ball 1. That video is going to end up on a one announcer's attack video somewhere. Usually very mild mannered. Don't get very upset at all.
It's very intrusive. I agree with you. And I like the center field shot much better than that shot.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Look at it.
There he goes.
Coming around again.
Right there.
There it is.
Ball 2, 2-1. What's happened? There it is.
Lightning grill.
Right in your face. You can't get away from it. You can try. But I feel badly. I have attacked it a couple of times now, I think that might be the 3rd time. This is part of the reason I hate it. 3-1. Closer. Full count.
I look over. At least 3 times a game. Every time I look over, you're beating up the camera.
Well, it's happened a couple times.
That's a very expensive piece of equipment.
They tell me. Ball 4. Bailey heads down to first base. Fernando Cabrera has been on since last inning. Radimus Lease giving up 9 of the 10 runs that the Red Sox have. Here's Alex Cora. Cora's fly to center and struck out swinging. He's 0 for 2. Blowing away 2-1. for strike two, 2-2. And Cabrera getting the final 2 outs of the 4th inning, able to get Kotze to strike out, Veritek to fly out. Leadoff walk for Bailey in the inning, and now a 2-2 to Cora. On the ground, right side, into right field, a base hit. First 2 have reached here in the 5th. '25th anniversary of the Harvard-Yale game, and the captains out to throw the first pitch here at Fenway Park tonight.
Ooh, one a little low, one a little high.
November 22nd, Harvard-Yale will do it again for the 125th time. Coco Crisp 2 for 2. So he takes strike 1.
2 institutions that you were accepted to but declined to become a broadcaster.
Went to Northeastern instead.
Alberto Castillo loosening in the bullpen now for the Orioles.
Down and in, 1-1. We got a long way to go. We're just in the 5th inning.
Yeah, this could be very dangerous. But stuff happens, you know.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Yeah, we haven't played Celebrity Lookalike in a while, have we?
Really
with the
haven't.
fans.
Favorite games.
I don't know if it's fair to do it at home, though, because it might upset some people. It's always good on the road, because you never see those people again. Haven't had a homer inning in a while.
Oh, you could kick that in. There are a lot of possibilities. They're only in the 5th. Two and 2 the count. William Shatner. What do you call him? Denny Crane? Is that
Denny Crane? Yeah. Boston Legal.
Strike 3 call. Crisp is the first out of the 5th inning. Second strikeout for Cabrera. One down to the 5th.
Slider that picks up the outside corner on Coco Crisp. Very good pitch there by Cabrera to pick up the first out here in the 5th inning.
One out, 2 on. And Jacoby Ellsbury, the batter, popped out in the first, walked and scored in the third, singled, and scored in the 4th, has a stolen base. As he takes strike 1. Bears thrown 25 pitches since coming in. First 2 reached in this inning. It's 0-2 to Ellsbury. So 5-1 Yankees on top of the Rays in the 5th in Tampa Bay.
Was that Messina again, right? 35?
Yes.
Mike Messina shooting for his 17th win of the season tonight, which would tie him with Roy Halladay of the Toronto Blue Jays. He's also got 17. Cliff Lee, 20-game win in the American League already.
Swing and a miss. Striking out is Ellsbury, in back-to-back strikeouts for Fernando Cabrera.
And both strikeouts coming on the slider. The one to Coco Crisp picked up the outside corner. This one down and in to Jacoby Ellsbury.
2 down, 2 on, and Jed Lowry the batter. In there for strike 1. Adamus Lee starting the game, going 3 1/3 tonight for the Orioles. Gave up 9 hits and 9 runs. He walked 3, struck out 2. Outside, a ball and a strike now to Lowry. Swing and a foul tip, 1-2. David Ortiz has already had a big night. 3 hits, 4 runs batted in. Ball 2, 2-2. Walked Bailey to begin the inning. Cora single, strikes out Chris and Ellsbury. Now it is 2-2 to Lowry. To right field, Nick Markakis headed back. It's over his head, and one hops into the bullpen. And the double will produce 1 run. The Red Sox lead it 11-1.
And Lowry picks up his 38th RBI of the season, on base 3 times tonight. A couple of walks, now the ground rule double, and that's going to be it for Cabrera in this ball game.
So 11-1, Red Sox on top. Pitching change from Fenway Park. Well, it is 11-1, Red Sox on top of the Orioles. With 2 outs here in the 5th inning. The new pitcher is Alberto Castillo.
Interesting guy here. Since 1999, hadn't played in professional baseball. Was in the Northern League, the Atlantic League, and the Mexican League. Signed as a minor league free agent back in February by the Orioles, making his 23rd appearance of the season.
David Ortiz bats with runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 down.
Now watch, after this fan makes the catch, he goes to get back in his seat, except one thing. Whoops, somebody took the seat. Embarrassing moment, but he got the souvenir.
Grounded over right side, 1-1. Red Sox out hitting the Orioles 12-6. Cora at 3rd, Lowry at 2nd base. 2 outs here in the 5th. In tight to Ortiz, 2-1.
Until Carmen continues to throw, he'll be in the ball game in the 6th inning for the Red Sox.
Ball 4, Ortiz down to first base. It's time for a game break. Tom Caron, TC.
Don, we told you earlier the Twins had a 5-1 lead, but the Blue Jays battling back at Rogers Center. Lyle Overbay with his 12th homer of the year, a 2-run shot, came off Boof Bonzer, and the Jays now have a 6-5 lead at home. Back to Don, Jerry, and the camera.
Thanks, Tom. 11-1 here. Red Sox on top. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bases loaded for the Red Sox, and Dustin Pedroia takes ball 1.
In a position to do more damage, already with 4 runs batted in the night.
Swing and a miss. With his 3-run home run in the 4th inning, now a 7-game hitting streak. And how about the numbers during the 7-game hit streak?
Every time you look up, he's on an extended hitting streak. He may be blocked and stopped for a game, then he starts a brand new one. Two and 1 the count.
Cora at third base. Lowry at second base. Ortiz at first base. Pedroia wraps it foul, and it's 2-2. Fernando Cabrera departing after an inning and a third, giving up 3 hits. So far, 2 runs. And he's responsible for all the men on. Alberto Castillo ready with the 2-2 pitch to Pedroia. Ball 3, full count. Pedroia pops it up. Left side of the infield. Third baseman Oscar Salazar makes the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox add a run, taking 11-1 lead to the 6th inning. Jordan's Furniture is the official furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Log on to Jordans.com for New England's largest selection of brand name furniture and mattresses. Bottom of the 7th inning as Ellsbury chops one to first. Millar to Castillo for the out. There's one away here in the bottom of the 7th. Steele's been in since the 5th inning. One down here in the 7th, and it brings up Jed Lowry. Lowry flied out to right first time up, but since then has walked twice and doubled to drive in a run. He's scored 2 runs and takes strike 1. Kevin Cash has come out on deck for the Red Sox, it appears. And he would bat in David Ortiz's spot. Down and in, ball 4, third time that Lowry has walked in the game tonight. It's now 6 walks for the Orioles tonight after 10 last night. Well, now 1 on. Cash batting for David Ortiz. Had a big night. 3 hits, 4 RBIs, had a walk. As David came up twice with the bases loaded and both times doubled to drive in a pair. 4 RBIs in the night for Ortiz, 70 on the season. Cash to left. Scott going back, and it's up off the wall. Lowry heading for third base. A long single for Kevin Cash.
Well, that 4 spot in the batting order doesn't matter who's there. David Ortiz on base 4 times, 3 hits and a walk, and now Cash pinch hitting for him in the 7th. He plants one off the left field wall. And a chance maybe get a couple of at-bats for Kevin Cash in this ball game tonight. The Red Sox, of course, adding that 3rd catcher in David Ross, so able to get Cash in the ball game and not be concerned about injury.
Dustin Pedroia, a 3-run home run back in the 4th inning as a 4 RBI night.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at AmicaCoverage.com. The pitch location on the Pedroia home run. Fastball up and in. 3-run shot for Dustin Pedroia, his 16th of the season.
Strike over the outside corner. 1-2 to Pedroia. Down and in, 2-2. Didn't go. This is first base umpire Jeff Nelson. McCrory is up in the pen for the Orioles.
He just got called up today by the Baltimore Orioles. A couple of call-ups in their pitching staff.
Second time that he's been up with the Orioles this year. Pedroia down the right field line, foul. Still 2-2. Lowry at third base. Cash across the diamond at first base. 1 out. On the ground, a fair ball for Pedroia. From third base comes Lowry to score the 12th Red Sox run. It's a double for Pedroia. The Red Sox lead it 12-1. The 5th RBI of the night for Dustin Pedroia.
75 now on the season for Pedroia. Spanking the ball all over the ballpark. Pulling it. This time going the other way. You talk about a good bad ball hitter. That ball's up and away about shoulder high. Still gets the good part of the bat on the ball and shoots it down that first base side. And I've been talking about it now for about a week. But when you're in this kind of zone, well, I don't know many guys that stay in that kind of zone for that long a time.
He's been in it all year. Off to the left, backing out of play. Jonathan Van Every. Pinch ran for Kotze after he singled in the 6th. Van Every with the Red Sox 1 for 4. He struck out as a pinch hitter on Sunday. Got recalled earlier in the afternoon on Sunday. His second stint with the Red Sox this year as he fouls it off and is down 1-2. He's with the Red Sox for 4 days, May 14th through the 17th, making his major league debut and a start in center field for the Red Sox back on May 14th against these Orioles. It was at Camden Yards. His only big league appearance. And his first career hit off Daniel Cabrera. "119 games for Van Every in center field for the Paw Sox this year. Total of 26 home runs, 70 RBIs. Rolls it foul, still 2-2. center field. Adam Jones coming in. It'll fall for a hit. From third base comes Cash. Red Sox lead it 13-1.
Now Van Every gets a breaking ball and shoots it into center field for the base hit. That's going to be the evening for Castillo as he's working into his third inning here.
He's thrown 47 pitches. It's 13-1 Red Sox. Red Sox on top 13-1. Time now for the Comcast Triple Play game summary. Red Sox have had good offense, good defense. And Jacoby Ellsbury with a nice play down the left field line to make a grab up against the wall and foul ground. Red Sox offense has been very good tonight. A 6-run fourth inning, including a 3-run home run for Dustin Pedroia, who has 5 RBIs on the night. And John Lester in line now to pick up his 13th win of the year. Came in at 12-5. Gave the Red Sox 5 innings, giving up just 1 run through 99 pitches. They're the big lead, leaving the ball game tonight. And the Red Sox have added to that lead. 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 13-1. Red Sox on top. New pitcher into the game for the Orioles. Right-hander Bob McCrory.
Second time he has been up with the big club this season. Called up from AAA Norfolk. Down there 35 games. A 2-3 record. Had 5 saves.
Red Sox with 18 hits in the game. And Pedroia at third base. Van Every at first base. And 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. David Ross, 52 games before being released by the Reds. 3 homers, 13 runs batted in. So he fouls one off down the right field line. Alberto Castillo in an inning and 2/3, giving up 6 hits. And so far 2 runs, walked 2, didn't strike anybody out. And the pitch is strike, and it's 0-2. Orioles have walked 6 batters tonight. And Ross fouls it off. Parts of 7 seasons in the major leagues for David Ross. For the Dodgers, the Pittsburgh Pirates, San Diego Padres, and this year Cincinnati. In fact, he'd been part of the Reds ball club since 2006.
One of the advantages of the September call-ups is a game like this, where you get some of your starters out of the ball game, give other guys an opportunity to get in there. For example, John Lester able to leave the game a little bit earlier maybe than he normally would have tonight. Vertek getting some time off.
One, 2 just outside, 2-2. David Ross last year led the Reds in starts behind the plate. 98 starts for him last season. About 43% of the attempted base stealers. 23 of 54. Swings and misses and strikes out here for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 down for Jeff Bailey. Chops it foul down the third baseline. It looks like David Pauly will be coming on next inning. We have seen Del Carmen for an inning, Chris Smith for an inning, and Pauly warming up. Smith had a 1-2-3 7th inning. One and 1 the count. Play day baseball here tomorrow at Fenway Park. Red Sox and Orioles. 1:30 start time. Our coverage begins at 12:30. Red Sox will travel on the off day Thursday to Texas. Get ready for a 3-game series against the Rangers. Inside 3-1. They'll try to take advantage of the Texas Rangers pitching staff as they did last time Texas was here. You're looking at the Orioles, who are, as far as their earned run average, only Texas has got a higher earned run average as a pitching staff, and the Red Sox will see them next. A walk for Bailey, and the bases loaded for Boston. 7 walks tonight for Orioles pitching. There's Alex Cora, 2 for 4 in the game, couple of singles. Single to right in the 5th, single to center in the 6th inning. Strike 1 to Cora. Pedroia at third base. Every at second and Bailey at first. 1-1 the count. Outside, 1-1. In the final game of the series here tomorrow between the Red Sox and the Orioles, dice came out. Suzaka 16-2 on the mound. Some talk before the game. Jeremy Guthrie may be scratched from his start tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. He's scheduled to go. This one out towards center field. Adam Jones headed back there, and he will get there to make the catch to end the inning. Red Sox scored twice in the 7th. We played 7th. 13-1 Boston. Well, Kevin Millar leaves the game after fouling the pitch off his foot, went out there to take some ground balls, then left. So Ramon Hernandez moves from catcher to first base. They forgo the DH, and Guillermo Quiros stays into the game and does the catching.
So the pitcher, if he does come up to hit, will hit in Millar's spot.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Coco Crisp to lead it off for Boston against Bob McCrory. Came into the game last inning. Got the final 2 outs of the 7th inning. Strike 1 to Crisp. Hit in the 3rd. A single, bunt single. A single to center in the 4th. 2 for 4 night. Ground right side into right field. Lead runner on for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th. 3rd hit of the night for Coco Crisp.
Now that average continues to climb for Coco Crisp. 3 for 5 on the night. A bunt base hit and a stolen base. Top spin ground ball right by Cintron, the second baseman.
Crisp at first, Jacoby Ellsbury. Walking to singles, been on base twice as he takes ball 1. Two and 0. Red Sox with 19 hits. 3-0. Orioles pitchers have walked 6 in the game, make it 7. As Ellsbury's down to first base. First 2 have reached in the bottom of the 8th for Boston. Jed Lowry has been on base 4 times tonight, 3 walks and a double. Strike 1. So foul tipped at the plate, 0-2. Nico Crisp at second base, Jacoby Ellsbury at first base, nobody out, bottom of the 8th.
Well, the Red Sox got a great chance to pick up a game on Tampa. They are losing 7-2 to the Yankees very late in that ball game. And the Red Sox have this one under control, so that would cut it to 4 games.
Still have 6 games left against the Tampa Bay Rays. Head-to-head matchups. 3 here in Boston, 3 in Tampa. This one gets off. Quiros to the backstop, and the runners will move up.
It's almost like the velocity on that pitch is a little more than Quiros expected. Imagine that would be scored a pass ball.
Lowry to left field. Luke Scott to the corner to make the catch, back by the 3:10 marker. Tagging at third and scoring is Coco Crisp with the 14th Red Sox run of the night.
Now, Lowry's had 3 walks in the game tonight. He's had a double, a drive, and a run, and now a sacrifice fly and a drive and a run. So with 2 RBIs, 39 total on the season.
One out for Kevin Cash. Strike 1. Cash with the single off the wall in his first at bat in the 7th inning, as he pinch hit for David Ortiz in the 7th. Outside, 2-1. Popped up right side. Alex Cintron makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. So Cash retired, 2 down. Ellsbury still at second base, and here is Dustin Pedroia. 5 RBI night. A 3-run home run back in the 4th inning. Red Sox with the top batting average in the major leagues at .282 coming in as a group, and that will go up tonight with this big attack by the Red Sox. 14 runs on 19 hits.
Red Sox came into the game 2nd in the league in runs, Texas 1st, and the Orioles 3rd.
There's a strike, 2-1 now to Pedroia. Chops it down third baseline. Salazar on the run, but not in time. Pedroia's got his second hit of the night.
When you're hot, and even though he dubs one down that third base line, he still beats it at first base to pick up the base hit. I tell you, it's been a long time since I've seen a guy this hot.
And fouled off to the left, backing out of play. Jonathan Van Every. This one fouled off to the left, backing out of play, and it's 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2. Van Every down in the count, 1-2 with 2 outs here in the 8th. Nobody up in the Red Sox pen, so it appears to be more David Pauley for the 9th inning, as the pitch inside evens the count at 2-2. Pauley at a 1-2-3/8. Red Sox have used Del Carmen and Smith before Pauley after Lester went the first 5. 2-2 is inside, ball 3. David Ross on deck. On the ground and backhanded by Hernandez at first base. He'll take it himself to end the inning. Red Sox add another run and take a 14-1 lead to the 9th. 14-1, Red Sox on top of the Orioles. We head to the top half of the 9th inning. David Pauley back on the mound, had a 3 ground ball out 8th inning, retiring the Orioles 1-2-3. Oscar Salazar to third base again. Lowry has been very busy. Assists in the last 4 outs as the tag on the way by Bailey. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you by New England Ford dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, Hess, Aflac, Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network, Subaru Outback, and by Southwest Airlines. 9 in a row retired by Red Sox pitching. 1 out, 9th inning. Luis Montañez takes ball 1. Montañez with a single back in the 3rd inning. He struck out, grounded out. Makes the strike, 1-1. To third again. Lowry on the backhand. Long throw pulls Bailey off the bag.
What they're doing is fatiguing Lowry down at third base. This one may go as a base hit as Lowry had to back up. We'll see how they score it. Down the line, he's going to back up a step to try to play that big hop. And, of course, the throw's going to be up the first base line.
It is a hit. And the second for Montañez in the game tonight. So 1 out, 1 on. Juan Castro, the batter. Picks up a string of 9 in a row. Tied by Red Sox pitching as Castro takes a ball outside. Well, John Lester will pick up his 13th win of the year tonight. 13-5. Red Sox with a 20-hit attack tonight. 14 runs on 20 hits. The Orioles with a run on 7 hits. The pop up. Pauly in fair ground knocks it down, turns and gets the out. That was headed foul, but he touched it. And he ends up grabbing it in foul ground, and there's 2 down.
Little blue. Pauly chases it. He does knock it down, but it's in fair territory. He pushes it to foul territory, but still has time to regroup, get the ball to first base, get the out.
Montañez advanced to second base, 2 down. Alex Cintron. 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field in his first at bat coming into the game. Outside, 2-0. Up, foul ground, and that'll get back and out of play.
Play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino. Dustin Pedroia with the 3-run home run in the 4th inning. His 16th of the season. He added 5 more RBI in a night to give him 75 total on the season.
Two and 1 the count. This will be the 25th pitch for David Pauly. To left center field, and that's it for a hit and gapper towards the track and the wall. Round from second comes Montañez, and there's the first run given up by the Boston bullpen tonight. Comes with 2 outs in the 9th inning. It's 14-2 now.
Now John Lester giving up the 1 run in the 4th inning on a sacrifice fly. Now Cintron with the double to drive in the 2nd run of the night.
Adam Jones 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. Take strike 1 over the inside corner. This is ripped foul back into the seats. Two outs, 9th inning. Jones down 0-2. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball lifted in the air to center field. Playable for Coco Crisp. Red Sox win game 2 of the series in a big way tonight. They bang out 14 runs on 20 hits in the game and make John Lester winner for the 13th time this year. Lester 13-5. A big night for Dustin Pedroia as well. 3 hits and 5 runs batted in. Red Sox win at 14-2.